Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Continuing yesterday's topic about Gaia. I hope the vast majority of you understand her role at this time, on this planet. Don't just worry about evolving and ascending, worry about what you can do for this planet, which was your home. It has been your home for so long. I understand that the love of the earth, the love of nature, was not something very widespread in your hearts. Quite the contrary, you were taught to always take from Gaia as much as she could give, to the detriment of your own prosperity. And so you have done throughout many ages, explored, destroyed, they ripped everything possible from Gaia's skin. And they continue to do so, they continue to destroy, as they always did, not caring that everything has an end. Yes, nothing is inexhaustible. Gaia has balanced herself, as much as possible, to still be able to keep them standing, keep them alive, but I can tell you all, that if nothing was done, in a decade, you would no longer have pure water to drink, because you are destroying their springs, contaminating their rivers, in such a way that there would no longer be clean water. So you have no idea of the degree of destruction you have already caused on Gaia. Even those who stand up in favor of Gaia today cannot think of themselves as exceptional, nor, if they think they are better than everyone else. You don't know what your souls have already done, so don't think you're better than anyone else just because today you're shouting in favor of Gaia. That's what I've been saying here. Many of you think you're superior, you think you're better than others, for certain actions they perform. I would say to you that you are a little further ahead, that you have become aware that the vast majority have not yet, but in no way are you better than the others, because you have harmed as much as others. Ah, but I never did anything against Gaia. Are you sure? What did your soul do in other lives, do you know? Or could it be that in this life you came with this determination to help Gaia, for what reason? Could it be a pain in the conscience? So my brothers, let's stop showing ourselves as heroes, let's stop showing ourselves as excessively good people, just because they are doing certain things. I'm not diminishing anyone's work, quite the opposite. I would like everyone to do what you are already doing, but do not place yourself as superior. That's just what I want. I don't want you to consider yourselves saviors of the homeland, as saviors of the world. For some reason, you are on this journey, you took charge of this work, but that doesn't mean you are better than anyone else. I just want you to understand this. Showing love to Gaia, love to nature, love to animals, love to children, love to the elderly, is not being different, it's not about being exceptional. This has to be normal, not the exceptional. That's what I want you to understand. I'm not looking down on anyone's work. I applaud those who are already doing something. I just don't want you to think you're better than others, because that's often how you put yourself. Because I do this, I'm better than you. No, you are not. No, you are not better than anyone else. You came with a mission, your soul defined a mission for this age and you are fulfilling it. Don't think you're better than anyone else. You just have a more evolved point of view in relation to others, in relation to Gaia, in relation to animals, about everything, but you are not better than anyone else. My brothers, you often don't seem to understand the things I say or make a point of not understanding them. There are no pure souls on this planet. You all made mistakes, you all wanted to vibrate the third dimension. Why can I generalize here? Because I already said, you who resonate with my energy are not souls that came from the third dimension, you are souls that came from higher dimensions. So I can say here that none of you are pure, you all made mistakes, and many made a lot of mistakes. Excellent. You had the chance, in this era, at this stage, to do something to correct, to learn those directions that you insisted on not learning. Very good. They are here with me now. So be humble to face your own problems, be humble to face your own difficulty in understanding things, and accepting your own mistakes. I don't judge anyone here. You are all the same to me. Nobody is better than the other. Even this one who is speaking here, who is my spokesperson, for me she is the same as all of you. She just has a mission with me, it is a commitment that she has with her soul, and she is delivering. Very good. But there is no privilege for her, there is no predilection for her. She is a soul like all of you. I don't privilege anyone, I don't judge anyone. What I have tried to do here is to show you exactly your flaws, what you need to improve, what is still that weak point that prevents you from taking a greater step in evolution. I see you all the same way, as energy. This is what you often don't understand, when we say that the being that emanates evil is the one that needs our greatest attention. You don't understand. Do you think that the nicer you are, the more attention you get? No, it's exactly the opposite, because you who are nicer, according to your concept, are already on the path. We don't need to take you by the hand to take you, you already know the way. Now those who don't vibrate this are lost. So these are the ones we have to help with, these are the ones we have to pull, these are the ones we have to give that jolt, shake, so that they wake up, and see your own mistakes. So I'm not here to bring more joy to those who already have it, I am here to lift up those who are fallen, to lend a hand to those who are lost, to lend a hand to those who don't know the way. So straighten up. You are all the same to me. Each one within their own evolutionary scale, and of course, rest assured, that I will always be more concerned with those who need it most, because if not, what would be my role? The role of a being of light is to bring everyone to the path, into the light. Don't flatter someone who is already on the right path, because they have already found it. Congratulations to him. I need to lend a hand to those who haven't found the way yet. If this bothers you so much, do an internal analysis. Find out what it is that bothers you so much. Is it envy? Because I'm not being treated as well as others? Is it a feeling of inferiority, because I'm paying attention to others, and not to you? So stop to think. I say it again, everyone is equal to me, only at different points on the road, and I will certainly always be there, next to the one who is furthest along the road. This is the one I have to pay the most attention to. Back to talking about Gaia. I hope you really think about what I said yesterday, and take a stand. It's like I always tell my brothers, I don't force anyone to do anything. Never at any time here, have I said, you have to do this, no, do whoever wants. Who resonates with all this feeling I'm going through? Whoever resonates, follow my words, who doesn't, I love you just the same. I said it already. It often seems to me that you think that when you don't do what I ask, I like you less. Stop thinking with this third-party mind. My love is unconditional. So it's not up to you to follow what I say or not. I help everyone, at any point on the road, regardless of whether he does what I say or not. Just what's the difference? That everyone who follows what I say walks a little further on their own path, it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with pleasing me or flattering me. It's walking your own road. That's the only difference. Whoever does it, walks faster, gets to the front faster, and those who don't do it, go slowly. That's just the difference, nothing more. Continuing. So to your scientists, Gaia is a big ball of lava with continents and oceans on top, and you on the surface. Very good. What if I told you the following? Gaia's energy comes from the center, everything that comes from Gaia, comes from the center of the earth. What if I told you that this cape, this ball of lava, as you understand it, would be just a big cape. It would be like a protection, like a hiding place, for something much more important at the center of the earth. Many of you have already heard, some videos have already circulated on the internet about beings that live inside the earth. Many think this is absurd. They think that now, whoever wrote it, has gone completely crazy and even needs to be hospitalized. So I'm going to tell you this: the center of your earth, of your planet, is not a ball of lava. This was done as a protection precisely for those who live in the middle, for those who live there in this center. They are extremely evolved beings, and as you can see, there has to be a lot of balance, otherwise they would have already succumbed to their own rubbish. Because there is no contact with the universe, with the external, or rather, there is no contact that you see, because it exists. There are entrances to these locations. I'm not going to say it here, nor am I going to act like a storyteller, to explain to you what it is or isn't. I just want you to know that there is a world, there is civilization at the center of the earth. And that very soon you will meet them. They have always been there, since a long time. Then many may ask, what is the purpose of having these people inside the planet? We can tell you that there brings all the balance to Gaia. There, it brings the firmness of everything that happens up here. So nothing that happens on the surface of Gaia reaches that point, because they are extremely protected. I can tell you that there would be the heart of Gaia. So Gaia has a lot of love for what is there, so she would never let anything happen. There are many entrances on the planet to this world. No, it is not a fictional world, as has already been shown, with prehistoric animals. No, it doesn't go that far. But it's a very well-balanced world, where animals and nature, and the beings that live there, live in total harmony. There is no type of imbalance, because if there was, they would have already succumbed to time. They are extremely evolved beings, they have extremely powerful technologies, capable of even modifying the surface of Gaia itself. So, it's just to let you know that this is not history, that this is not a hallucination of those who have already spoken about this. This is true. There are beings inside the planet, living inside the earth. And I'll say more, don't think it's small, because it's not. It's immense. It's like a planet inside another. They are wisely protected by the layers of rocks that are at the bottom of their oceans, and with great wisdom, you never managed to get there. Obvious. Otherwise you would have destroyed these people a long time ago. But some have already seen it, some suspect where these entrances are, but no one has ever managed to get there, because they have a lot of wisdom in not allowing that to happen. They are very well protected. But throughout this process that Gaia will go through, they will present themselves to you and show you their world, they will show the world they live in. You can go there. No problem at all, because they will no longer feel threatened. When the Dark Ones arrived here, they already knew about this internal world, and they tried their whole lives to destroy it, because they know that most of the balance on this planet comes from there. They maintain Gaia's balance. They tried, but never succeeded. And it is thanks to this that your planet did not succumb for good, because there was always a very strong opposing force, from the inside out. Despite everything you Dark Ones did, they never managed to fully dominate the planet, because that's what they wanted, to dominate the planet. Not domination in terms of territory, domination in terms of land, of creating new continents, of doing whatever they wanted with the planet, and they never achieved it. They even try, but they don't achieve much. They only manage to cause earthquakes and a lot of destruction, which for them means nothing. So our class today is to shed more light on your knowledge. Seek about it. Read. Intraterrestrial beings. You will read a lot. You will find a lot. It's quite interesting. Look for it. I'm not going to stay here, as I already said, telling the story. I am leading the way. If you want to know the story, look for it. Go to your internet, instead of looking to read about other people's lives, learn about your planet, learn about the eras your planet has had, and you will understand a lot. So my brothers, I haven't finished talking about Gaia yet. Gaia is a long subject and tomorrow we will continue, because I already said quickly, that when they came here, there was an attraction of why to come here. It wasn't simply because they thought the planet was beautiful, because that doesn't mean anything to them. It's because you had something they needed. So tomorrow we will talk about it. The exploration of Gaia. I am Archangel Michael. I am here, always watching each of you. Don't think this is my exaggeration, because it isn't. I know each one of you who is here now, with me.